All right, so today we're going to talk about a box plot, right? We learned how to do a histogram, and that's in the screencast, and how to do the 5-number summary. So now we're going to use that to do a box plot, okay? So basically, these 5 numbers are the 5-number summary right here. That's in the notes from yesterday. So basically, it's minimum value, median, and maximum value, all right? So we know that. So if I have a list, let's say, and it's like, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9, 10, right? How many of them? Okay, so this is the minimum. This is the maximum. Now, where is the median? Well, how many of these numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Okay, so which one of these is the median? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one. That's the median. I call it Q2. Okay, now, do you see the list to the left of this? So it's the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 3. Now what I need to do is I need to find the median of this. Where is the median of that? 2.5. It's 2.5. I call that Q1. And then how about the median here? 9. It's 9. I call that Q3. So now I have the minimum number and the maximum number and the median. I have the median of the lower half. I have the median of the upper half. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers.
Wait, and for Q1, what did you put? 2.5?
2.5. So this is minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, maximum. That's our 5-number summary. And we can use that right now. We're going to use that to create what we call a box and whisker diagram or a box plot. Okay? So what this is it's a graph of a data set, and it consists of a line extending from the minimum value to the maximum value, right? From the minimum to the maximum. And then there is a box in between somewhere, which includes Q1, Q2, Q3. All right. So how do we make a box plot? It's actually kind of, it's straightforward, and it's kind of fun and satisfying. So basically what you want to do is you want to find the 5-number summary, okay? After that, you want to scale your values, right? So you look at the 5-number summary. In this case, what are my numbers? I have a 1, a 2.5, a 5, a 9, and a 10. So when I do my scale, am I going to go from 1 to 100? I'm not. Am I going to go from 1 to 5? I'm not. I'm probably going to go from 1 to 10 or whatever, right? So you have to do a scale that is reasonable and suitable for the numbers that you have. Then you have to construct a rectangle from Q1 to Q3. Draw a vertical line in the middle at the median value. And then draw lines extending outward from the box to the minimum and the maximum data values. Okay, that seems like a lot, but you know what? Let's just do one and you'll see. So this is an example of a box and whisker plot. Yeah.
Why is it so offsetting?
Okay, so that's the thing. Depending on the data and where the points are huddled together and how the points look, it's going to be centered differently. It's very rare that it'll be centered exactly in the middle, right? Because how often, if I have test scores, how often is it that it's like a perfect distribution? It's not, right? So based on the distribution, it'll vary. So do you see how this is the box, and then do you see how these lines, they kind of look like cat whiskers? That's why it's called a box and whisker plot, okay? Or a box plot. I like box and whisker plot. It's kind of more fun. All right. So you see you have minimum, maximum. You have a rectangle from Q1 to Q3 and then a line in between somewhere for the median. Notice, and Jake brought up a good point, there is no symmetry anywhere here. All right, and there does not have to be. None of these have to be centered. Okay? It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. So here we go. The enrollment for state universities in Ohio are shown. Display the data using a box and whisker plot. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to have you take out your calculators, please, and enter these values into one of the spreadsheets. Okay, so we're going to press the up arrow button. Keep pressing until like you go up here, and then if you press more, you highlight that column. Okay, so keep pressing the up arrow button. And now we're going to go menu, statistics, stat calculations, one variable statistics. This is what we've been doing the whole time. This is how we were doing standard deviation. Yes, there is one list. Is A your column? Yes. Do you want the results in column B? Sure, why not? We're good. Okay, and here we are, right? So before we only took S for standard deviation. But now if you look at this, if you go further down, look, they tell you everything. There is Q1, there is median, there is Q3, there is maximum, and there is the minimum value here? Well, we can find the minimum. Oh, here we go, minimum. So the minimum is 2022. All right, so this is the 5-number summary. Minimum, Q1, Q2, which is the median, Q3, and then the maximum. So minimum is 2022. What's Q1? 14316.50. The median, and then the Q3, and maximum 52568. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We now have to create a scale, and on that scale we're going to create our 5-number summary. So you can see here, all right, my values range from 2022 to 52,000. So now when I draw a scale, right, you have to do a number line like this. This is going to be your scale, all right? So what could be a possible scale? We have to have a scale that includes 2,000 and 52,000. So maybe I could go by like 5,000s. That's too little, right? How could I calibrate? Do you think? Can I go by, Can I go by 10,000s? Let's go by 10,000s, right? So this is 0, 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000. Okay?
On my calculator saying that the battery is critically low.
That's okay. Okay, so Q1 is 14,316. So that's somewhere here, right? 14,316, that's my Q1. Q3 is 22,913, so here. Okay, and it's going to be a rectangle from Q1 to Q3. Now, where is my median, or Q2? That's 18,000. It's here somewhere. Okay. Now, you want to put in your minimum and your maximum values. The minimum is 2,022, so somewhere there, put a dot. And the maximum is 52,568, somewhere there, put a dot. And then what you want to do is you want to extend and extend. So the edges here, they could be dots or they could be lines again. It really doesn't matter. So that's your box plot. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what is it that I'm looking for. I'm looking for this scale, you know, and a proper scale. And then all of these here, oh, this should be labeled min, max. Okay?
So you don't need to write the numbers?
No, because you've shown me the summary. Like you have to show me this anyway, right? And I wanna see that these, yes, you're eyeballing them, but you've eyeballed them like relatively accurately. Okay? You don't have to write the numbers again. That's just, you know, clutter. But do show it to me in a 5-number summary like this. Okay? All right. So yesterday we in the screencast I showed how to do what a histogram was. Today what I want to do is show you how to create one of those, a histogram, on the calculator. So let's go back on our calculators. I'm sure it'll last you for a little bit more. If you turn it on now, it's not going to take that long.
Should we delete this one?
No, don't delete it. I'm going to use that data. All right, so if I go here, go to the column again and press up, 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 up.
Oh, shit.
Okay, language there. It's okay. If you want to just watch, you can watch.
Okay.
Okay. So so the first step on your notes is enter the data into a spreadsheet. We've done that. Use the up arrow to highlight the entire column. We've done that. And then we're going to follow here. So it's going to be menu, data, and we want to go to quick graph.
I think you might need to delete the other stuff.
Let me see. To take 2, right? So here we are. We're back in this column from before, right? Go up here in the what do you call it? The header, and give it a name. Give it just a label, any label. I just put like A before, right? It doesn't have to be capital. I just put in a character, okay? Now, when you highlight, and now when you go to menu, data, now you could do a quick graph. Do you see that? So you have to label your list.
That's so annoying.
Yeah. Okay. And now, okay, so now it creates 2 windows for you. If you want to go between one window and the other window, like to toggle between windows, it's Control Tab, just like on your computer, right? So you could pick. So right now, do you see how like the right window is highlighted? So highlight the graph window, and now you want to do menu, plot type, and you want to do a histogram.
Wait, sorry, what are you calling?
Wow.
Yeah, I know, isn't that so cool? It's got animation too. I love it.
Wait, you highlight the vertical side?
Yeah, so basically you have to select the correct window. So you have to select the window with the graph. Okay. To do that, it's Control Tab, and you can see. Like, do you see how there is a black border around this window right now? That means I've chosen that window. So it's Control Tab. So that's how you create box plots, and then how to create histograms on your calculator. So what this tells you is, look, you have. So how are these calibrated? This is 30,000 over here. So it looks like these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're calibrated by 5,000. Look here for a minute and I'll fix it. I'll fix it right here. So look, these are calibrated by 5,000, right? So here in the region from 0 to 5,000, you have 2 numbers that fall from 0 to, you know, that have values between 0 and 5,000. There is nothing from 5 to 10,000, but 5 to 10 to 15,000, there is 1 value. 15 to 20, there are 5 values, right? So that's what it's a bar graph. It's a histogram. Okay. I want to specify that in a histogram, I know I use that term bar graph, but it's very loosely. In a histogram, between these bars, there is no space. Okay? Like there is not an empty space between them.
Why is there a space between some of them?
Okay, so that's that. Oh no, if there is a space, it means like from 5,000 to 10,000, there are no data points.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, that's the thing.